everyone, I'm architect Tanya Sandeep back another video, another day with a series of interviews called Learn with Architect. Yes, I am here to solve all your queries, all the problems going on in any architectural student's mind, which she cannot go to anyone and ask them. But yes, you can ask me. I'm going to solve it. We will be going to interview a couple of architects across the country, some very young, some very experienced, but definitely going to resolve all your problems. And today, in the episode one, how should I introduce this architect? He is an artist, he's a tutor, he is a very creative, he is a real estate person, he is a builder, he is a complete package to answer the problems which you have. To share his experience, please welcome architect Vivek Yashodharan.
Hello, sir. How are you?
Hi, Tanya. How are you?
I'm perfect. Tell you just let us straightforward start to the video, and let us start. Okay. So please introduce yourself and tell us about yourself.
Hi, all. So, if I want to introduce myself, I'm an architect. I'm a tutor, educator. Uh, I'm a real estate person. I do number crunching. I do design. I do a lot of things. So I'll come to one by one, like stage by stage, how I started and how I ended up like what I'm doing right now. So basically, I passed out in 2011 from Mumbai. So my college name is Pillars College of Architecture. It comes under Self Finance College. So it's situated in Navi Mumbai. So I was born and brought up in Kerala, and I was shifted to Mumbai for my education for my degree, which I took from Pillars College of Architecture late in 2006, I suppose. Yeah, it's 2006. So that's how my architecture journey started. So I will tell you the very interesting story why I wanted to do architecture. So I don't wanted to do mechanic, uh, civil, EC, CS, all other branches, because I have written my AIEEE and I've already got my engineering scores, and so my parents were forcing me to do some kind of engineering courses. So MBBS was far away from my cup of tea, so no chance to go to MBBS or medicine or any other medical allied courses. So I wanted to do something. It's not about something different. So architecture was something accident to me. So what happened is, like every 12th standard kid, our school also had a career guidance session with an expert career guidance trainer. So what happened is that changed my life. So I have a very bad habit. I scribble a lot on papers, on napkins, or you go to restaurants. I start scribbling. If I have a pen, I will be doing scribbling always.
And
So
you know
like you
that
seeing,
is a really good habit for an architect, I would say. Scribbling is a very good habit for an architect.
I didn't knew that until I joined architecture. So that was the incident which triggered me to go into architecture. Or that's why I said it was an accidental occurrence. So what happened is, so this guy was talking very focused and very detailed about your career guidance. After 12th, you can do for you can go for medicine, you can go for engineering, you can go for aeronautical, you can automobile. You're saying so many courses. So I was drawing something on my notebook, and he just came behind and he just stood behind me and he asked me, "What are you doing?" So I was caught red-handed, and I don't know what to do, what to say, and what to do. So he is like, let's hear what this gentleman wants to do. So I was looking here and there. Strangely, that career guidance was happening in my library. I still remember, I saw a book called, uh, I think it's Architecture and Interior, something it was written. So architecture was very boldly written. So my eyes stuck without the knowledge what is architecture and what is uh, interior or what is it. I just said loud as architecture, and he looked at me for a 5 second. He's like, I have no idea. I could not read what he wants to say. Like, is it a good or a bad, or like, I was shocked and he was shocked. So as I finished the session, so he called me up and he was like, dude, do you know what kind of stream is architecture? I was like, sorry sir, I have no idea. I just want to save myself from embarrassment. So I just said. So he said, why don't you just look into the course, what syllabus is that, how the course is there, and which colleges are available in India. Why don't you just look into it? So what I decided is, let's so this is the first time I saved by architecture. Second time is my father was very keen. So I am coming from an army background. My dad was in army. My dad was very focused about engineering, and a lot of, he's basically a civil engineer. So he wanted me to be in an engineering field very keenly. So again, he was on top of me, and he was like, join this college. He was all the prospectors, all so many iterations, so many ideas. He was very keen for me, like, let's join any engineering. He was just do engineering. So again, second time it saved. I said, I don't want to do architecture only. And my dad was silent for some time. He was like, okay, architecture, fine, I'll get you all the details about. I have no idea like from where he got all the details about all the 200 colleges. When I was studying in 2006, 2005, 2006, that period, I think only 200 schools, elite schools were there in India, all over India. Now it's more than 500 or 800 colleges are there. So it was countable. So that was the situation what happened. Second time architecture helped me, or saved my life, accidentally, not purposefully, accidentally. So then I was like, okay, I have to save myself, I have to join this thing. So then I studied. So I wrote NATA. I cleared the NATA exam. Then I joined. So what happened is, my I wanted to. So I have written. Since I was from Kerala, so we have an entrance exam in Kerala, like state exam. AIEEE is all India, so we have a state exam. So what I did is I wrote a state exam for architecture there, and I got relatively good rank. And what happened is the college was asking some kind of a donation or something. Because that time I was unaware, and I was like very young to all these things, so I could not, you know, talk about, okay, let's take a decision. I could not take a firm decision over it. So I was a late admission to my college, which is in Mumbai. So what happened is, one of my known person told me that, family friend told me that, you have a college in Mumbai, why don't you try there? So I have given the NATA, and so let's go try there. So it was a luck. Again, the third time NATA, architecture helped me. So when we approached the college, and they were like, okay, you have another score, just why don't you come join the college? So, and I studied a yearly pattern. I never had a sem pattern, so I was more luckier. Yeah, so I had a sem yearly pattern. So I have the design every year, not like every sem. So one design whole semester, one or two will be there. So you have to finish either two. So like two design you have to finish. Right now, if you see the syllabus, you have one design, one small and one big. It varies to college, and university to universities. So that's how it started.
A whole long year to complete one design problem.
Yeah, one or two. There will be probably two.
Yeah, as
One big and
we
one
got,
small.
yeah, we get a semester to solve the design problem, and you got a whole long year. So generally, every architect or every architecture student would agree, even 6 months not needed for a design process is, I guess, not enough to complete any design. आप
Yeah,
कितना
I
भी
know.
टाइम ले लो, कितना भी टाइम ले लो, वो टाइम कम ही पड़ेगा.
So what happened is, if you see right now scenario, I think we had a time problem before. Like in my time, we had a time problem. So time problem is something where you adapt to the design, then you take forward. Okay, that kind
Yes.
of a, approach were used.
We also had that. We had 3 design problems, one small, one a big design problem, and another one was a actually 3-4 problems were like design time problem,
Yeah.
where you get a 1 day or 2 to solve it, or just the session all day, so that you can complete the design problem and submit it. So
Okay.
we also had that, but I guess now my juniors might not have that. My juniors have a complete different kind of syllabus and different kind of scenario in college too. We used to do something else, now they are doing something else. मतलब हमसे और 10 कदम आगे हैं, but कुछ ऐसी चीजें जो शायद हमने पढ़ी है, हमने we have lived that thing and they have not. So there are. Also, I wanted to ask you, which school were you in that you had that counseling session?
So I studied in something called Kendriya Vidyalaya. Have you ever heard about a college? It's a
Of course,
CBSE.
why not? Yes, I've heard that, and for a very long time, my father tried to get me admission in that school, but unfortunately, my father was a businessman, so they couldn't get admission in that school. But
Yeah.
no, here also, no Kendriya Vidyalaya had any kind of such thing as per mine, which I have. Kendriya Vidyalaya.
No, I think a lot of schools does it. A lot of international schools, and they do this career guidance things at the end, 11th or 12th or 10th standard. They do this thing because
There's two things which actually took my attention. One is architecture was your escape point every time from that counselor to your father. I mean, that's really amazing. I appreciate it. And second is that you join architecture school by accident or some other thing you weren't focused on. So I have a similar story. I wanted to do architecture from 8th to 9th standard. I have people who I went and asked for what should I do. See, because I was from an ICSE board school, so there was a pattern. You have to choose subject in 9th standard.
okay.
I wanted to choose it accordingly, but I was never interested in physics. So मुझे हमेशा ये लगता था फिजिक्स तो आती है, मैथ साइंस तो ले नहीं सकते, कॉमर्स में जाऊंगी, मैथ्स भी अच्छी है, व्हाट एम आई गोइंग टू डू विद माय लाइफ. But then a friend of mine took me to her elder sister, and I met her. She told me, "Okay, architecture is really good, but you will need a 5-year long time, and your father needs a lot of money because architecture actually needs a lot of money. You will have to invest a good amount of money."
Yeah.
I thought, okay, I'll do it. I'll convince my father for everything. I came back home, 9th standard. I took math science as a subject. I studied really hard to do it. 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. Okay, 12th wasn't really good, but 9th, 10th, 11th was really good. Finally, 12th, after getting my 12th exam, my father said, okay, now you'll have to appear for pre-engineering test and AI and all that. I said, I don't want to do anything. I am interested in architecture. Tell me about what architecture is. I don't know about that. First question which he asked, is it really of 5 years? I said yes. Placement मिलेगा या नहीं कॉलेज से?
वो हर माँ बाप का एक स्टैंडर्ड प्रॉब्लम है. So when my dad was like asking the principal and the management people, so he did his own groundwork. उनको पता था कि क्या करना है, कि क्या कर like ये कोर्स क्या है. So like since right now I'm teaching also, I'm doing my practice and I'm teaching also. So when couple of like not couple of lot of parents comes to the college and ask us, can you just brief about architecture? I could see that they are like my parents, they are a little bit aware now. Before it was like very few parents knew what architecture it is and what that kid is doing for the whole entire 5 years. He'll shut his door and he'll be inside his room and he'll do all pasara in the room, and he'll do, you know, satyanyas karke rakhega, or like it is a chaos. Okay, like is a, it's like World War 3 or 4 is happening inside the room. So that's all the 5 years journey. Yeah.
Studied from a college which is actually an autonomous university. So it has dental,
Okay.
engineering, architecture, three fields. The director of that
Likewise,
particular,
even
yeah.
my college had the same. Even
Ah.
they also had. It was affiliated to Mumbai University, but it was an autonomous college.
So the director from that college actually said to my father, "Are you sure you wanted to get admission? You wanted to get your daughter admission with an architecture college?" My father said, "Why are you saying like that? Because generally girls don't take admission in architecture college. What is the future here? And plus, you don't have a construction background. What is she going to do in future? Listen, you do one thing, आपसे pick-up करा दो, interior design करा दो, she's going to do this." And I'm like, seriously, are you the director of this college? And asking my father not to do this. So this was the first encounter of me where people don't want girls, females to join architecture, or do not want to hire a female architect to do the work.
So I have a different take on this. I studied in a college where the boys were less, more girls were there. Where I'm teaching right now, also more girls are there, boys are less.
I don't know
So-
what was that. In fact, in my batch, there were more girls and less boys, but I don't know why you were saying like that.
Exactly.
It's okay, things are gone. I am now an architect practicing, but that was the first encounter, and I had many incidents like that. Till date, I'm getting such things. I'm like, जान है यार, नहीं काम कराना है तो जान है यार. This is my attitude now. This is actually my attitude. So, okay, let's move forward. You told us about your graduation. How did you enter college? So, these were the questions many your 12th grade students ask. Many people come to me and say, आपको पता है मेरी बेटी या बेटा भी 12th कर रहा है ना, तो अब इसके आगे क्या करें? क्या आर्किटेक्चर कर सकते हैं? ड्राइंग अच्छी है, ऐसे कर सकते हैं? Then no, सिर्फ ड्राइंग की बेसिस पे आर्किटेक्चर नहीं होता. What is your take in this?
Yeah, I would agree with you that it's not just the drawing part कि आपको अगर ड्रॉ करना आता है या फिर आप अच्छे से आप कुछ 3-4 साल का कुछ ड्राइंग का एक्सपीरियंस है, या फिर आप क्या बोलते हैं, you gone to any art school or art classes, that's one added feature. Like you are a upper hand, you will have always, but there are a lot of analytical reasoning, analytical research, which I didn't knew it. Like exactly, I said like it was accidental. So a lot of 12th standard kids, I think right now the scenario of education has changed from past. A lot of schools are helping those kids to do different kind of activities or courses, or they are doing so much of, they are involved much. Jab mere time mein tha, we had this curriculum based, like you have this 5-6 subjects, you have sports, lab, that's it, ghar jao. Okay. Or abhi, like they have a lot of extracurricular activities. There are like media is there, and there are Instagram, there are Facebook, there are so many of communication mediums are there which can help them out in understanding architecture way before than they join the college. तो उसके वजह से उनको क्या रहता है कि added advantage रहता है. So I would suggest, if someone wants to join architecture who doesn't know a drawing, but I would say if they take a 3 months or 4 months of drawing classes in initially, it will help. Anyways, you will learn. But I would like, I still believe that at least you should know to scribble. So that will, yeah, at least to scribble. So if you know to scribble, you can in architecture schools, a lot of academies will teach you how to, hold a pen, how to hold a pencil, how to do renders, inking, all those things can be taught in college. But and the four, like, you need 2 3 things. First is you need patience. Second is you need a little bit of attention span. Like, you should focus on what they are telling. And hard work and improvement. Like, if you don't do hard work in architecture, I don't think so, like, it will not fetch you some kind of a, like, miracle success all of a sudden. Like, jaise ki, I should not compare with other courses, but I have people who knows, like, I've known people who has like done mechanical and doing coding. Okay,
Yes, of course.
that's magical. That for me, I have no idea how a mechanical guy who's been trained with machines and everything, he knows coding. So that's something magical for me. So that's what I'm saying. So all of a sudden he does coding and he goes to software or hardware, his life is set. So that's a different story. For architecture, you need at least a bare minimum level of attention, hard work, patience, with all the skills, other skills of, your reading, writing, sketching, drawing, all those things added. But patience and hard work is really important from my side. Because 5 years, yeah, 5 years will give you a hell lot of time, and it will take you to a toss. वो पूरी दुनिया घुमा देगी. There will be a time, पता चलेगा यार मेरे को ये नहीं करना है, मेरे को बस घर पे बैठना है, बस हो गया मुझसे. ये हर आर्किटेक्ट ने लाइक गुजर चुके हैं इस रास्ते से. सो लोग, उनको पता है कि ये क्या है, क्या चीज है. सो लाइक वो, लाइक हाउ पीपल से, लाइक जिस रास्ते में, लाइक लाइक लोग शहीद हो गए, तो उनसे चलने से भी, लाइक समझ में आ जाता है अपने को कि लाइक यू हैव टू गो थ्रू दैट वे, अदरवाइज यू वोंट अंडरस्टैंड. So like that, every architect has gone through that part, and they understand how the painful journey. I would say it was a joyful, painful journey. The joy was there, the pain was there. At the end of when you get a degree and all those things, again the pain started also. Like, it's a pain and joy cycle all the time. So that's how it is.
That is a new chapter of pain and joy coming again.
Yeah, pain and joy, it's always there. So there will be a time when you will decide, like, no, nahi yaar, bas ho gaya, mujhse nahi hoga. Then again you will start from. So I really like that part in architecture, like, where you lost all the hope, and all of a sudden again you reborn, like, वो पुनर्जन्म होता है आपका, and you just start, okay, let's do it again, chalo karte hain. So that's what I said. I know people who have done mechanical engineering and goes to so उनका पुनर्जन्म किसी और अवतार में होता है. हमारा तो आर्किटेक्ट ही रहता है.
So totally agree. So patience and hard work is the only key to survive architecture.
Yes, yeah, definitely.
Of course, survive architecture, and you should have more than 100% of a tolerance power when you see redo in your sheets every second.
Yes, tolerance is important.
Redo is teacher की जो छड़ी होती है, that is redo. Every time that hits you, you get another idea, or you get another thought which was important in your design or in your drawing. So, how you tell me what was the highest number of redo you got in your first, second years?
I think I think as a student, more than 13 or 14 times we have got. Everybody would have gone through that painful redos. First of all, it like first time it was like our professors, what will do is like they will make us work till 8 o'clock. So our college time is like 9 to 4 or 4:30. Beyond that, they will make sure that you sit in the college, finish it by 8 o'clock, you get the sign and you go. So my faculties also used to stay there. So they used to be in the class till 8 o'clock, till late nights. So once we learned that, you know, finishing how you start something, एक चीज शुरुआत की है तो उसको खत्म करना है, तो वो आइडिया जब दिमाग में बैठ गया, दैट रीडू वेयर लाइक चलो देते रहो. So it was like, like you go and get the sheets to him, like redo. Yeah, I know that. Mind was set. So that mind was set, and we were being doing that thing for really long, really long. Then when I started teaching, I think I would have given more than 13 or 15 times redo. But yeah, so these days I stopped giving it because nobody does it. Very open. Yeah, nobody does it. Like they will be like, okay, fine, sir, we don't have, since it's a semester wise, because you have 3 to 4 months only. So in that you can't sit and do the redo again and again. So even the faculties have stopped giving the redos like how extensively they used to give before. Now it's very I think just for sake. I would say just for sake.
And so I have done PR in semester, but I don't even remember how many redos that were. The only redos which used to hurt was building construction sheet redos. I hate doing that. I literally hate doing building construction sheets. I was in so much hatred that because of that I used to finish sheets on time so that I could easily go away, फटाफट sheet की और देख के. I still remember जब मैं construction की sheets करती थी second third semester से जब construction sheets 2 semester तक तो मैं बहुत परेशान थी. तीसरे semester में मुझे समझ आ गया अगर मुझे इससे जल्दी निकलना है तो मुझे पूरा ध्यान लगा के करना पड़ेगा. And I guess that was the time I stopped getting reviews on at least my construction sheets. That was actually pain in my life. I was never bored of getting reviews on my design problems because I guess design was a part of my life. It's a part of my life. I love doing it. अगर मुझे review मिलता था, I used to be so happy. Okay, yeah, I get to work on another thing, and I never used to, take away those sheets. The only problem which I had was we had an open campus. तो अगर हमारी sheets लगी हुई है ना desk पे, तब ताला तो लगता नहीं है studios में. गाय खा जाती थी sheets. बहुत बुरा लगता था. आधी constructed sheets है और गाय खा गई. That was one time when I got an escape from building construction viva. कि पूरा folio ही खा गई गाय और मैं pass हो गई. So I had very minimum sheets at that time. We had, I guess, 15 or 17 building construction sheets in that semester, and I had maybe 5-7 sheets. But क्योंकि I खा गई, तो मैं pass हो गई बिना किसी viva. I was very happy at this semester. That was the thing. So basically, I think the main difference between what you've studied or what you've gone through and what I have studied for, what this generation is doing, our juniors are doing is basically the time. I guess you have given a lot of time in architecture comparison.
Yeah. So yeah. So basically,
now
what you, yeah. So what used to happen is the semester pattern. I think semester pattern were there in some previous universities also. But Mumbai University used to follow till I think 2012. I think in 2012 they used to follow the longer period, year system. I would say that's a good thing because you will study everything related to it. So your services, building materials, construction technology, your design, your MOS, DOS, everything were in were related to that year or that course. So in that manner, it was more convenient, and I would say at least दिमाग में कुछ जाता था. To be frank, दिमाग में कुछ at least 50% जाता था. And here अभी क्या है कि 3 semesters the kids come here, by the time they open the book semester is closed, like जल्दी हो जाता है, like फटाफट से सब खत्म हो जाता है. So पता नहीं चलता कहाँ से क्या हो गया, कहाँ से. So जो थर्ड सेमेस्टर में सीखा है तो फोर्थ सेमेस्टर में जब तक मैं अप्लाई करता हूँ तब तक फिफ्थ सेमेस्टर आ जाता है. So that's why that's the only backdraw of semester thing. But there are still people who are doing really good in academics in colleges, that they're doing it. So there's no hard and fast rule about it.
Okay, so was there any moment in your architecture school thought that काश ये मुझे किसी ने पहले बता दिया होता तो शायद ये चीज मैं बहुत अच्छे से कर पाता. ये चीज मुझे एक तो चीज ऐसी शायद होंगी कि यार ये मुझे पहले पता होती तो शायद मैं कर लेता, ज्यादा अच्छे से कर लेता.
If you think like अगर आप ऐसे पूछे मुझसे कि if something I would have bettered in architecture college, I would say that I want to redo my whole 5 years.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I would really like to do the 5 years, because um, uh, that time my attention span, or my, like, that the period itself was very small, like very my entire course was large and bigger, but my attention span was very less compared to right now. So that's what I'm saying. If I knew about something that I was what I'm going to do, वो थोड़ा अच्छा होता कि मेरे को समझ जाता, या फिर समझ के मैं संभल के, अरे मेरे को मॉडल बनाना है तो मॉडल कैसे बना सकते हैं, क्या कर सकते हैं. सो वी वर वेरी प्रिमेटिव, लाइक थोड़े कंजर्व थे और थोड़े रिजर्व थे. बट अभी क्या है, अभी वैसा नहीं है कि अभी तुम्हारे पास बहुत सारी ऑप्शंस है. तुम ये भी कर सकते हो, वो भी कर सकते हो, उसके साथ ये भी ऐड कर सकते हो, और तुम कुछ और भी सीख सकते हो. तो मेरे टाइम में क्या प्रॉब्लम था कि यू हैड रिसोर्सेस थोड़े कम थे, लिमिटेड थे. तो वो लिमिटेशन की वजह से अक्सर क्या हो जाता है, बहुत सारी चीजें छूट जाती है. सो वही बोल रहा. सो इफ आई वांट टू डू समथिंग again, I would say that I will do my course again for 5 years with the current scenario की जो improvement हुआ है या फिर technologies हैं उनके साथ मैं आगे बढ़, like I would like to do it. But again I'm saying the architecture is a joyful, painful lifestyle or life cycle. I will intend to not to do it. So I would go for doing something else. I'm not say better than this, but since it gives my bread and butter, वो रोटी और कपड़ा मकान जैसा जो हर चीज इसमें डिपेंडेंट है अभी. So I would of course say that it's like very important and very very dear to me. वो हमेशा रहेगा. So अभी अगले जन्म में देख लेंगे क्या क्या कुछ और कोर्स कर लेंगे. अभी तो बस आर्किटेक्चर वही काफी है, उसके साथ जिएंगे.
Honestly, you are one of those architects who I have came across in my life who is willing to repeat those 5 years again. I mean, if someone would ask me, I wouldn't want to repeat those 5 years again. Honestly, I wouldn't want to. Because
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So agar if I get a chance, I might do it, but 100% I won't do it. Might, it's always a might, like
okay.
go ahead.
Okay. To the next question, as we discussed for the students of well standard or just entered architecture, there's a question from second, third year students. Actually, this was my question too. I always had this question in my mind. Everybody has studied building construction in their architecture school. The only flaw, I shouldn't say it's a flaw, but the only thing which always bothered me was, where does timber construction take place nowadays that we are being taught timber construction every time? the RCC construction in our building construction classes are near to zero. There is no session, almost near to zero sessions of RCC construction. There is more timber construction. कहाँ होता है timber construction? किधर बनते हैं ऐसे joineries? I just want to know. People want to know कि ये कहाँ होता है, क्यों पढ़ाया जाता है? As you are a teacher, this is a question personally from you.
See, even I have asked this same question. When I was studying, it was fine. But when I started teaching, even I started, so year after year, again, I'm teaching the same timber, same RCC, same thing. So certain colleges have some kind of a call structure and architecture, where they talk about advanced architecture classes. That's in a sixth sem or fifth sem semesters. They have this structure and architecture thing coming into picture. So I was like, even I had the dilemma in my mind कि यार क्यों इनको ओल्ड स्कूल सिखा रहे हैं, क्यों इनको अभी भी सिखा रहे हैं. उसका आंसर मेरे पास भी नहीं है सच्ची में. Like I have to go to the God directly and sit with him and ask, why are you torturing the kids with same thing? So what happens is the juniors or the seniors, it's repetitive. It's being repetitive. हर बार एक ही चीज सिखाई जा रही है, वही चीज आ रही है. I strongly believe there is a very, very important revival in at least Indian education system of architecture. उनको वही जो सिखा रहे हैं, जो हमारे प्रोफेसर सीख रहे थे, वही सिलेबस और वही बुक्स और वही चीजें उनको सिखा रही हैं. तो उनके वजह से I would like I'm actually nobody to give a suggestion, but it's a very humble request. What it's tiring. It's the same thing which I'm seeing from past 10-11 years. I might give another 10 more years, I'll be doing the same thing. So there is no change happening. I think on a where administrative level or where on a governance level, I think they might do a change, or they are doing some kind of change. But I think it's high time to get a change of new technologies, new advancement. So I still like you had the building construction, like you had a doubt कि timber क्यों सीख रहे हैं, ऐसा क्यों सीख रहे हैं. मेरे को उल्टा क्वेश्चन आता था कि तुमने हम लोग को टिम्बर सिखाया, मैं सीख लिया कैसे, तो ऐसे मैं सीख लिया. ओके, आई लर्न द कंस्ट्रक्शन. ओके, व्हेन आई यूज्ड टू गो, आई स्टडी इन मुंबई, सो आई हैव लॉट ऑफ दिस हाई राइज बिल्डिंग्स एंड 50 मंजिले का बिल्डिंग है, या फिर यू सी अ डिफरेंट ग्लास स्ट्रक्चर कमिंग. ये कैसे होता था? सो in that moment I used to figure it out, like I could not figure it out how कैसे यार बनता है ये कैसे चिपकता है ये, how does it stuck to the wall, or how so वो जो wow factor हमेशा आर्किटेक्ट के अंदर रहता है कि वो मुझे, or I see like many renowned architects work across the world. Even now when I travel, I see this, like because of that education, because of the same education which I had in my college, I had a very primitive mind कि ये कैसा होता है. But since I am being practicing it, कुछ तो समझ आता है, like 50%, like 75% I understand. But for an architect student and a teacher, I think and I believe strongly that both of them should understand कि ये कैसे हो सकता है, ये चीज कैसे बनती है, ये टेक्नोलॉजी क्या है. So that will help both of us, who is teaching and who is learning also. It will help us to understand, if I am learning the same thing which I learned in my college and I'm teaching the same thing to the college student, it will be very difficult. And again, like how COA or how any governing body for architecture says that कि minimum जो पढ़ाने आ रहे हैं या फिर टीचर है, प्रोफेसर है, उनको मिनिमम प्रैक्टिस 3 साल का रहना चाहिए, या फिर they should have some kind of a practice and they come to teach. Even I'm saying, even you have a practice, even you have a thing, there are certain, that's what I'm saying. I am only 70% equipped in market right now. I'm not that 100% equipped कि मेरे को ऑस्ट्रेलिया में क्या कौन सा technology है, we are not aware of it. या फिर you see some kind of architecture in Indonesia, Singapore, they have lot of sustainable architecture which is beyond our knowledge. If you see Dubai itself, वो टावर कैसे खड़े हैं उनका स्ट्रक्चर, that's what I'm saying. We have DOS and MOS, all those material of strength, SOM, everything, all this mechanics structural subject, but we are really unaware about half of the thing. Okay, agar if we could incorporate new technologies, if we do some practical things in college itself, it might help the both of them. It's not like just the students should get more advantage. I think the faculty should also get some kind of a training, not just a training. I think they should also learn something new which can be given to the student. So it's like a give and take scenario. ऐसा होना चाहिए. So that's my concept. So I
actually solved many of the questions. Last question, I know that's a very big question and tough question I'm asking you, but this is a basic problem. I can surely say that this is the basic problem in every architecture student life problem. That when you study first, second, third, fourth year, third year, now there's a thing called, and that haunts the kids. Personally, that has haunted me for a very long time, because my batchmates started their synopsis and I was still figuring out with my thesis topic, because I was getting rejected every single time. I was that stupid, I was that immature, or there was lack of information, lack of knowledge. I didn't know how to choose a thesis topic. I was figuring out for a very long time. What have you to say with this? How should students take a thesis in their life, or how should students choose a topic for thesis? What is your take on this?
So again, like if you see, I actually told the like solve the question in your previous question itself. If you understand the life का decision थोड़े देर पहले ही, it's easier for you to take steps. So likewise, thesis is also like that. So I was very clear. So my thesis was the international airport. So I was very clear about कि मुझे airport ही लेना है. So it was a fascination.
Okay,
so
first tell us what actually thesis is. Thesis होता क्या है? जब वो समझ
So
लेंगे तो शायद टॉपिक चूज करने में आसानी.
Yeah, so thesis क्या होता है? Thesis, what is a thesis? Is basically a huge project. It can be research, it can be a construction type project. It can be a built structure, it can be a hypothetical structure, it can be proposed structure. So research where you give तुम उसको रिसर्च करते हो, पॉलिसीज देते हो, उनको बताते हो कि ये हो सकता है, कि हाइपोथेसिस जैसा तुम ये कर सकते हो, ये नहीं हो सकता है, ये इसका सॉल्यूशन है. बेसिकली थीसिस इज यू गिविंग ए सॉल्यूशन, कि वो बिल्ट फॉर्म भी हो सकता है. इट कैन बी अ पॉलिसी इन द सेंस लाइक तुम उसको बता सकते हो कि भाई आज मेरे को ये सिटी के कॉरिडोर में मुझे पेडेस्ट्रियन ये करना है, या फिर मेरे को ये मार्केट्स नहीं चाहिए, मुझे ये मार्केट्स चाहिए, मुझे ये. सो दीज आर लाइक पॉलिसी which needs lot of governance and what they can't be implemented straight away. So those are policies. या फिर ये आ सकता है फ्यूचर में, ऐसा काइंड ऑफ थिंग्स. और दूसरा जो है बिल्ट. सो बिल्ट इज समथिंग विच यू कैन हैव हाइपोथेटिकली. हवा में तुम कर सकते हो कि एक सैटर्न में मुझे एक क्या बोलते हैं, मुझे एक स्पेस रिसर्च सेंटर खोलना है, या फिर मार्स में मेरे को घर बनाना है. सो दोज आर लाइक हाइपोथेटिकल थिंग्स कर सकते हो, वेर यू हैव टू. सो एवरीथिंग हैज टू बी रिसर्च ओरिएंटेड. किसी ना किसी का उसका बैकग्राउंड या फिर किसी ने किया रहना चाहिए. सो again there are a lot of students who comes with एक्स्ट्रा ऑर्डिनरी आइडियाज, लाइक उनको आउट ऑफ द बॉक्स करना है, कि जैसे कि उनके पास क्या बोलते हैं कि रिसर्च, उनका जो प्रीवियस इसके क्या केस स्टडीज या रिसर्च नहीं रह सकते हैं, तो वो लोग वैसे टाइप के थीसिस भी लाते हैं. सो वो टाइम में क्या रहता है कि these guys get stuck because of lack of information. ओके बहुत लोग के पास इंफॉर्मेशन नहीं रहती है, केस स्टडी कहाँ से लेके आऊँ, मेरे पास लाइव केस स्टडी नहीं है, मेरे पास लिटरेचर केस स्टडी नहीं है, किसी ने किया नहीं है आज तक, तो कैसे आगे बढ़ना है. सो आई स्ट्रांगली बिलीव इट, डिजाइन इज एन आइडिया. ओके वो कभी गलत हो ही नहीं सकता. मेरा आइडियोलॉजी समथिंग कुछ और है, आपका आइडियोलॉजी कुछ और है, किसी और का कुछ और है, तीसरे का कुछ और है, चौथे का कुछ और है, सबका अलग अलग आइडियोलॉजीज है. सो अगर तुम्हारा आइडिया इज सेलेबल, अगर वो तुम बेच सकते हो या फिर तुम कन्विंस कर सकते हो किसी को, दैट आइडिया, उसमें कुछ बुराई नहीं है. तो कोई भी थीसिस टॉपिक ले सकते हो, कोई भी. तो उसमें बेसिकली थीसिस के कुछ नेचर्स रहते हैं. टिपिकल जो थीसिस करते हैं उनके जो नेचर्स रहते हैं कि रिसर्च अगेन बिल्ट, हाइपोथेटिकल, यू कैन टेक अ लाइव प्रोजेक्ट, यू कैन गवर्नमेंट के प्रपोज्ड प्रोजेक्ट भी रहते हैं, तुम उनको ले सकते हो. सो बहुत सारे वेराइटीज हैं थीसिस के. सो अगर ठीक है, अगर तुमने एक टॉपिक डिसाइड कर लिया, I would say go with the topic which is your interest. That is more interesting, because say suppose मुझे हॉस्पिटल पसंद ही नहीं है, मैं हॉस्पिटल लेके के कोई काम, कुछ होने वाला नहीं उसमें. मुझे वाइल्ड या फिर मुझे फोटोग्राफी पसंद है या फिर मुझे डांस पसंद है. सो लॉट ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स हु नो डांसिंग अबाउट, तो आई वुड से तुम्हारे कुछ हॉबीज या तुम्हारे कुछ डिस्टिंक्टिवली तुम्हारे कुछ आसपास के भी कुछ इंटरेस्ट के कुछ चीजें रहीं, तो वो तुम ले सकते हो. जैसे कि some people says that I like F1 car, so they can do a F1 racing circuit or training centers, they can do it. So there's like automobile garages, there are a lot of different garages. So people who like interest को तुम thesis बना सकते हो. Strongly, if you have case studies, if you have some kind of background studies हैं आपके पास, तो आप जरूरी कर सकते हैं, आप बहुत अच्छे से कर सकते हैं. And again, I will stick to the first statement of mine. अगर आपका आइडिया है, आपके पास, आप उसको बेच सकते हैं आपके आइडिया को, और आप कन्विंस कर सकते हैं किसी को, you can take any topic. I would be open to that. But if you are not convincing yourself, so आप अपने आप को ही उसको विश्वास नहीं दिला सकते हो, then I don't think so you have to take that topic. So when you said like a lot of times my synopsis were rejected, or I was not able to complete it. So I think what would have went wrong in that is those topic would not have touched you somewhere, like वो कहीं भी तुम्हारे, it was like taken from somewhere, like I'm not saying like you उधर से उठाया इधर से डाल दिया, but it would not have touched you across your like तुम्हारे mindset को, तुमको उसको कैसे थीसिस के स्ट्रक्चर में बिठाना है. तो जब हम फोर्सफुली किसी चीज को बिठाते हैं तो वो बैठता नहीं है. तो वैसे ही इसकी तरह से like you need to understand what is the topic, you need to understand कि वो क्या चीज है, कैसा है. उसके बाद it can give an idea which is more viable. ठीक है, कि वो उसको तुम समझ सकते हो, समझ के करने में समझदारी है. लाइक बिना समझ के लाइक नेट पे टाइप किया बेस्ट थीसिस ऑफ, गूगल में टाइप कर दिया बेस्ट थीसिस ऑफ आर्किटेक्चर, उसमें से एक को निकाल लिया तो उसको स्टार्ट करने लग गया, तो दैट विल बी अ डिफिकल्ट like mismatch. It's like you're taking an idea of someone and putting it. It's okay, you can take, that's what I think. We have proposed government proposal also, वो किसी और का आइडिया है, पर उसमें तुम क्या एडेड डाल सकते, तुम्हारा क्या like contribution है, तुम क्या उसमें, तुम क्या डिफरेंस ला सकते हो. That's an architect's job. So thesis is basically तुम्हारे पास आइडिया है, तुम उसमें क्या डिफरेंस ला सकते हो. इट्स बेसिकली सोल्यूशन. तुम्हारे पास क्वेश्चन बहुत सारे रहेंगे, उसको आंसर ढूंढो अपने तरीके से, दूसरों के तरीके से नहीं, खुद के तरीके से ढूंढो और उनको प्रेजेंट करो, उनको समझाओ, उनको दूसरे किसी और को, किसी तीसरे और चौथे आदमी को उसको समझाओ कि ये कैसे हुआ, ये कैसे कर सकते हैं और क्यों कर रहा हूँ. So if you do these questions very easily, that will help you to do a really good thesis and I would say you should start thinking about since your third year to fourth year. Like I think fourth year से तुम सोचना चालू करो. I'm not saying कि तुम thesis का synopsis बनाना चालू कर दो, सोचना चालू कर दो, तो it will be helpful. So it's a long process. And that is also again it will not, I think 6 महीने में या फिर 3 महीने में it's a difficult task. So that's my take.
What we had in college was first year, second year, third year. Fourth year was our first semester was the designation, second semester was thesis, and fifth year was our internship period. So I totally agree कि मेरे thesis के topics क्यों cancel हुए. सबसे पहले तो Google पे टाइप किया था कि भाई सबसे best thesis के topics क्या आते हैं, उसमें से एक उठाया गया rejected, दूसरा उठाया गया rejected. For several times I got rejected. At the time when actually it hit क्या मुझे क्या करना was my dissertation topic was construction techniques with bamboo as a building material. मेरा dissertation बहुत अच्छा. Basically मुझे bamboo construction में बहुत interest आया था, बहुत ज़्यादा. Dissertation बहुत अच्छा किया. फिर मैंने सोचा कि ठीक है, let us try कि शायद thesis में मेरा ऐसे हो जाए. I took bamboo homestays. Luckily, जब शुरुआत में मैंने बताया वो किसी को भी समझ नहीं आया. And सबने बोल दिया कि बहुत easy escape है तुम्हारे पास. मैंने destination की topic उठा ली, topic दे दिया. 4-5 बार reject हुआ, 6वीं बार में वो select हो गया. क्योंकि उसका नाम change करके बोल दिया and it got selected. Teachers का strike तब किया कि यार ऐसा क्यों हो रहा है, क्या किया, ये कैसे select हो गया इतने बार. And they started accusing कि अच्छा जब मैंने synopsis दिया ना, सारी details दी, मैं कौन सा case study कर रही हूँ, मेरा case study था गोवा. अब my faculty was like अच्छा तुझे गोवा जाना है इसलिए तूने ये दिया, अच्छा ये करना है. Biggest catch was मुझे मेरे case study के लिए जाने की permission नहीं मिली. The longest period of time मुझे permission नहीं मिली. सिर्फ 4 दिन की permission. I am from Jabalpur, Madhya Pradesh. Okay, I have to go from Jabalpur to Goa. इतना लंबा जाना था. 4 दिन में केस स्टडी करके वापस नहीं आया. That was it was a big task for me, and I took both my juniors with me. I took my cousins also. चलो गोवा चलिए मजे करेंगे. मजे तो कुछ ये नहीं, केस स्टडी में 2 दिन हमारे पूरे चले गए. But luckily केस स्टडी was really good. बहुत सारी इंफॉर्मेशन मिली. वहाँ से कुछ नई चीजें सीख के ये तो मुझे समझ आ गया था कि ये चीजें हैं, ये मुझे लगता है ये चीजें ही नहीं करती. There were many things, many design flaws. Actually, I'm saying design flaws because they were flaws. I'm not to judge anyone's design, but they were design flaws. ये चीजें मुझे नहीं करनी है. That I incorporated with my design. कि मुझे construction technique पे काम करना है. इस तरह से करना है मुझे लाइक कंस्ट्रक्शन साइट मिली. वहाँ पर प्रॉब्लम कंस्ट्रक्शन साइट मिली जबलपुर के अंदर. इफ यू नो नर्मदा के ऊपर बना हुआ है पानी ही पानी, पानी ही पानी. अब उस जगह पर बैम्बू कंस्ट्रक्शन वाज a bit of a task. But ठीक है, we figured out. I got a really good professor who helped me out and all that. And निकल गया.
Yeah.
This was a short story. We got good knowledge about thesis. I hope this information will help a lot of students to choose their thesis topics correctly and not get rejected.
Yeah.
How I got rejected many times. I wish they don't get rejected and they take up a sensible topic. Now comes the last year part. According to me, last year is the internship period. The longest time I was being told, पता है क्या होता है? आप जानते हो? आपको सिर्फ कॉफी बनाने का काम होता है. You go make coffee in the office and serve it to the principal architect and the senior architect. For the longest time, I was being told this. But when I went for the internship, thankfully I learned hell lot of things. Hell lot of things. Honestly, कॉलेज में मुझे ये चीज नहीं बताई गई थी कि इलेक्ट्रिकल ड्राइंग जो होती है कॉल इलेक्ट्रिकल को कैसे बनाना है। ये मैंने इंटर्नशिप में जाके सीखा है। This is what I got from internship.
So internship is something which is like, I would say, so lot of countries apart from India. So my internship was 90 days, 3 months, like 3 months. So that is basically what you do. Then it becomes 6 months. Then certain colleges did 1 year, one whole semester, like both semester मिला के 1 साल कर लो, दो
I did that. I've done
Yeah.
2 internships.
Yeah, 2 internship will be there. So ये जो चीज है, I would say that it is should be very very important for every student to go to industry कि क्या चल रहा है, क्या कैसे करते हैं. Like you said, like हम timber क्यों सीख रहे हैं, construction क्यों सीख रहे हैं. जब तुम, and this will help you, your internship will help your thesis also. So by the time you come back and do your thesis, or some like again some universities, what is it, your thesis is before, then you go to internship. So there are a lot of no vice versa situation in India. But I would say you do your internship, then you do your thesis. It will be more sensible and more clearer. तुम बहुत साफ रहोगे अपने आइडिया में, तुम्हें बहुत बहुत समझ आएगा कि क्या तुम इसमें कर सकते हो या फिर तुम क्या क्या कर सकते हो. बिकॉज ऑफिस विल टीच यू डिफरेंट वेज ऑफ नॉट जस्ट मेकिंग कॉफी. दे विल टीच यू कि तुम कहाँ से तुम इंफॉर्मेशन ले सकते हो, किससे बात कर सकते हो, कैसे बात करना है. सो आई स्टिल रिमेम्बर दैट इनिशियल इंटर्नशिप टाइम में, like you said, like coffee banana या फिर बात करना, we were not supposed to talk to the client, or we are not supposed to talk to our friends, like colleagues also, because तुम junior हो, तुम ये हो. So I would say that there are a lot of firms which gives that liberty where you can talk to your senior architects, or you can talk to your principal architect, you can talk to the client. तुम कर सकते हो. तो अभी सब लोग like they have been very casual, like casual नहीं, थोड़ा बहुत उनको पता है कि ये जनरेशन के बच्चे कैसे बिहेव करते हैं. तो they are like open. तुम आ जाओ भाई, तुम like they can do they chill out together, they do party together, they take them to events, they take them to site, they take them to everywhere. They want maximum exposure to. So that exposure will help every student in their academics. Say if you are doing thesis after internship, it will help. और तुम्हें समझ में आता है कि तुम्हें करियर में क्या करना है. So like this all is like in a cycle. Like अगर तुम इंटर्नशिप में पता चलता है कि मेरे को ड्राफ्टिंग बहुत अच्छी तरह आता है, मुझसे डिजाइनिंग मेरे कप ऑफ टी नहीं है, आई विल डू ड्राफ्टिंग. So you can stick to that and you can do the drafting part, you can learn softwares and blah blah blah, you can do that. Again, अगर तुम्हें समझ में आता है कि भाई मैं 3D और विजुअलाइजेशन में बहुत स्ट्रांग हूँ, you can go to that thing. So your that क्या बोलते हैं कि जब समझ आने का जो पीरियड है, दैट इज इन योर इंटर्नशिप. दैट पीरियड तुम्हें बहुत सारी चीजों में बहुत एविडेंटली तुम्हें पता चलता है कि भाई मैं इस फील्ड में, आर्किटेक्चर के इस फील्ड में मैं ये सब कर सकता हूँ, ये नहीं कर सकता हूँ, मुझे ये पसंद है, मुझे नहीं पसंद है, मुझे नहीं करना है. बहुत क्लियर हो जाती है इंटर्नशिप में. So I would say internship is very important for every architecture student, and it should be for a longer period, not for a shorter period. Yeah.
Okay, so we've got ample of knowledge, and I guess we've answered more or less every question, every query that is being put in front of you. I'm really happy that we've done this. I'm really happy that we had this conversation. And of course, there are so many students out there. I'm sure they might have got their answers from you. Thank you so much, sir, for taking out time, talking to us, clearing our queries, especially some of my queries. So we're very thankful for that. And we hope to meet you soon. Hope to have a conversation again with you soon. And I hope there will be more bunch of questions from different people now from you, and we hope that you solve that quick too.
I really like the way you started the conversation and जो queries थी, you were relating to तुम्हारा like कि आपके साथ कैसे हुआ था, कि आपके क्या क्या गुजरी उनके कि like वो चीजें मेरे साथ कैसे हुई, like it was more interesting when you go through it yourself and you explain to someone कि भाई this is what happened, ये मेरे साथ भी हुआ है. And when I'm telling my experience, you were also like understanding कि हाँ दोनों के साथ यही सेम चीजें हुई है, सेम सेम प्लेटफॉर्म में है, एक सेम यू नो जर्नी ट्रैवल कर रहे हैं, और हमें पता है कि भाई सब ठीक है, सब ठीक होने वाला है, और सब साथ हैं, डूबेंगे तो
Actually,
साथ ही डूब.
actually that was the thing कि मुझे पता है, मैं भी जब कॉलेज में थी आई यूज्ड टू थिंक यार कोई ऐसा होता जो बताता. ठीक है, सीनियर्स आपको बहुत कुछ बताते हैं, पर सीनियर एक साल में तो आप लोग उन्हें एक साल पहले का ही तो आपको बताना होता है, उससे ज्यादा तो आपको कुछ बता नहीं सकते. So there should be some person, there should be faculties who can sit with you and discuss things with you. We were damn afraid to talk to our faculty. Only our HOD, he was so cool, he was such a cool man. But unfortunately, he left the college for some of the reasons. हमसे थोड़ा ही पढ़ता है हमसे, he was one of a kind. So I wish many architecture schools get a faculty like him, and also a faculty like you who understands things, who give the students the freedom of choosing a creative thesis topic and not just that political capital.
Thank you for inviting me on your YouTube channel, and it was my immense pleasure to chat with you, tell my experiences to your audience, your students, whoever is watching these videos. I think it is necessary that we open up somewhere and we discuss these things openly, so that that's what I'm saying. जब मैं सोच रहा था आर्किटेक्चर पढ़ने के लिए, मेरे पास ऐसी चीजें कुछ थी नहीं. अगर वो उस जमाने में मेरे पास कुछ होता, आई वुड हैव डन लिटिल मोर बेटर इन आर्किटेक्चर, लिटिल मोर मेरे को कुछ समझ और आ जाती, या फिर इट वुड हैव हेल्प मी इन एवरी वे. But I'm saying it's not too late. It's good like people are doing, like you doing such informative videos, and they're posting it on YouTube, and people are there to watch it, and they like to get knowledge. So knowledge सिर्फ कॉलेज से नहीं मिलता है, हर जगह से मिलता है, हर आदमी से मिलता है, हर चीज से मिलता है. सो आई बिलीव इन दैट कॉन्सेप्ट. कि आपको सिर्फ बुक दिया, इस बुक से आपको इतना ही नॉलेज मिलेगा, नहीं. नॉलेज हर जगह से मिल सकता है, और हर किसी इंसान से जब भी मिलता है लेना चाहिए, या ना नहीं बोलना चाहिए. सो इट्स समथिंग precious, and something which is very important in your life. So thank you for again inviting from your talk, and it was really nice talking to you.
It was an honor to have you in our platform, and it was an honor for each one of those students who get such informative things. Thank you so much again for joining us, and I hope we see you soon. Thank you.
Thank you.